So guys, before we get started, don't forget we do have that amazing discount code thanks to Tier 0 Games going on right now. And all you have to do is put in ZWGames5 to get 5% discount on your total order at tier0games.com. The links will be in the description below. What's up YouTube, Dad here from Zephyr War Games. And with the new season currently starting here in Europe and the UK, I thought we would start with a brand new feature, and we're going to be calling this Meta Mondays. Now, on Meta Mondays, what I will be doing is I'll be bringing you a breakdown of any regionals and locals that have happened over the weekend, and let you know what the top decks were, how they operated, and then how I participated within those locals, and give you kind of a rundown of the way it worked. So, we'll start off with our first local of the weekend, and that was the Calamity Comics Hatfield locals, where the winner was Javan playing his Orcus. Now, the Orcus build wasn't, I wouldn't say it was pure. It had a Shadow engine in it, but from what we could see, it used Mathematician, it used drones, it used anything it could do to get the two different monsters on the board to kind of move into the standard topological bomber play that most Orcus decks are running right now. Second place was LUNALIGHT Orcus, third place was pure Sky Strikers, and fourth place was pure Thunder Dragon. So you can start to see a pattern with the way the previous locals have gone. Now, moving on to the first regional that we have had within our vicinity that we could get to, which was the Milton Keynes regional. Unfortunately, I couldn't attend that one. However, Donald and Chris did go respectively, playing Sky Strikers, and Chris was playing pure Thunder Dragons. 58 people in attendance, and of all the people they could have faced, they ended up facing each other round two, which is quite funny. Anyway, the top four, including the winner, consisted of 2 Sky Strikers, 1 Salad, and the overall winner playing Thunder Guard Dragons. Now, I don't have the exact names on me right now, but congratulations to those guys. Once I get the full breakdown, I am recording this on a Sunday evening, straight after the regionals. I will add them on as I can go. So, that is a quick, short, simple breakdown of what has happened this weekend, what has topped and how it's gone. I personally, at my locals, played Crusadia Pure, and I'm still working on different ways of trying it up. So I ended up going 3 wins and 2 losses. My wins came against Light Swans, which is really weird because game 2 he had 3 JDs with the ability in Graveyard. So I super polyed the first JD away and then just dropped 2 more on me, and I was like, whoa, that kind of sucks. So I lost game 2, but then ended up winning game 3. I ended up playing against Shino Birds, which was really weird and rogue. I faced Sky Strikers and lost that one. I misplayed. I put Reinforcement in an army in the same column as an Impermanence, and that kind of threw me off and lost me the game. I then lost to the overall winner, Javan, who was playing, of course, his Orcus deck. Took that to game 3 as well. And then my last win was against Thunder Guard Dragon. I was just able to kind of like slow the plays down, break the boards, and then kind of push for the win. I say Thunder Guard Dragon, sorry, it was Orcus. Was it pure Orcus? It was Orcus Dangers, I think. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was a variation of Orcus, which is what I mean. You can see that Orcus are taking quite a bit of domination right now at their locals, and they're also less so at the Milton Keynes. There probably was some in the top 8. I only know the breakdown of the top 4. I heard that there were 5 Sky Strikers in the top 8 from the reports that I could see as well. So it does kind of show that the meta is still moving, but Sky Strikers is still there and about. If you know how to play Sky Strikers and you know the matchups against Thunder Dragons, which you've done many a time, and Orcus, you might actually have a good chance against them. Otherwise, they are kind of the decks that you need to kind of topple, take over, and do whatever you need to do. Now, we do have some more regionals coming up. I believe there is a Sneak Attack one in London during October. There's a Portsmouth one coming up soon as well. So I'll try and get as many reports for those as I possibly can. Otherwise, I'll keep doing you breakdowns from locals as well, just to give you a bit of an insight of what is going on. I hope you find this kind of video interesting and useful. I'm just trying to give you kind of a breakdown of what's going on in the world around us. And kind of go through any other random decks that people might be playing that could be quite good to keep your eye out on as well. I believe at the locals we also saw Subterrors, Pure Cyber Dragons, Light Swans, of course, like I said. Zombies were there as well, so that's obviously interesting. And then there was a couple of Salads as well, but you can see the top tables and what's kind of dominating that position right now. Not to mention, we do have YCS London coming up at the end of October, which is next month, which will be really, really big and kind of cool to kind of see what happens, because we are expecting a ban list prior to that. I believe the ban list is due to drop 1 week before that YCS, which will be very, very interesting. We do have, in 2 weeks' time, we get the Legendary Duel List. I don't think that's going to actually make much of a difference to the meta. We get new Evil Hero cards, and we get new... I think there's Earthbound Immortal support in that, not mass amounts, and then there's Bakura or Dark Necro face support as well. And I think at the top of them now, you might see the odd Hero Rogue deck playing around, but there's no guarantee that that will actually do anything to the meta. After that, we do have Chaos Impact, which the sneak peek is before, and the week it comes out, which is the week that the YCS is. So the set drops on the Thursday, and then the YCS pre-reg on the Friday and starts on the Saturday. So it does mean we will have new 10U cards. We'll also have our first Link 5 here in the TCG for that YCS, not to mention any other kind of cards that Chaos Impact decide to import as well. On top of that, what I will do today, because it is a, you know, every time these cards come in, I'll try and do as best we can, but we have had a new Time Thief card. Now, I had this conversation earlier. We had Time Thieves since Savage Strike, which I believe it is. That was the first time they had support. The OCG get them, like, in a special pack, and within like a week of the announcement, they've had 2 brand new Time Thief cards. We've got the XYZ, which I believe is absolutely crazy, so I'm just going to grab my phone so I get the full details. And they also got a brand new spell as well. So, I mean, it's insane to see that in... I get it. I think the way this works is the OCG is the originators of all of it, and they then go, okay, we're going to make this one a TCG exclusive, we're going to make this one a TCG exclusive, we're going to make this a Worlds exclusive, and pass it out down the ladder. But why do I just don't get it. Like, every time they don't need the like, Time Thieves themselves, the OCG don't need cards to sell their special edition set. Like, Danger's going to do it enough for them as it is. Not to mention, I know the new Danger card was kind of sucky, but that's kind of just what it is. Anyway, so the XYZ is Time Thief Petrulia. 2 level 4 monsters. During the standby phase, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card, then target 1 Time Thief monster in your graveyard, except itself, special summon it. So you can bring back Redoer. Quick effect. You can target 1 other XYZ monster you control, Redoer, attach 1 Time Thief card from your deck to it as material. Now, Time Thieves have spell, trap, and monster. So you can quick effect, and I don't even think it detaches. Doesn't even need to detach. You can only use each effect once per turn. So, standby phase, revive Redoer, still in standby phase, Redoer's effect, steal the top card of your opponent's deck. Oh, it's a spell. Excellent. Quick effect. Petrulia. Attach the trap to Redoer. Detach trap and spell. Draw 1 card. Bounce 1 card. Busted. So yeah, that it's, obviously it's not busted. It's just insanely good. And that's their import into the special edition pack. Like, that's not even in the new set, and they've already started announcing cards in the new set. And the new card is insane. So I think it's called Summoning Regulator. Absolutely crazy. Now, it's not as good as Petrulia in my opinion, but it's still very, very good. So I'm just going to try and pull that information up as well. And that one is actually a brand new card coming inside the new set, which for them is, when it loads, hello, as the airplane goes by, that's probably what's distracting it. So that comes in Ignition Assault for them, which, you know, again, is crazy. They've already got new support for the next set. So it is a quick play spell. You can only use one of this card's names, first and second effects per turn, and only once that turn. So, special summon 1 Time Thief monster from your hand. Not too bad, but there are the Time Thief monsters, if you remember. One of them is a Tribute Summon 2. One of them has additional effects as it goes on as well. The second effect is, during your main phase, you can banish this card from the graveyard, then target 1 Time Thief XYZ monster you control. Attach 3 Time Thief cards, 1 monster, 1 spell, and 1 trap from your graveyard to it as material. So, Petrulia. Revive Redoer. Protrudia's Quick Effect. Or Redoer's Effect to take the top card of your opponent's deck. Protrudia's Quick Effect to grab one of the cards from your deck and attach it to Redoer. Redoer's Effect. Detach whatever it is, banish it, send it to the graveyard, whatever. Bounce a card, draw a card, the whole 9 yards. Then, if you do it that time, you can quick play this card, special on one Time Thief monster from your hand. Okay, not the best things. But, because you can only use one of the effects, the next turn, so during the standby phase, if Redoer goes and doesn't come back, you then get to use Protrudia's Effect again. Bring back Redoer, snatch one from your top of your opponent's deck, use the effect, attach one from the deck. Detach a spell, draw one card. Detach a trap, bounce a card. By that point, you should technically now have a monster, spell and trap in your graveyard, and you have the quick play that you used during your opponent's turn. So you then banish the quick play, reattach the 3 to your Redoer, or your Protrudia, just so you can use her effect again, and go detach, bounce, draw. It's crazy good. Like, I'm super psyched for the Time Thief cards. I hope they get more. There's speculation that there's still a couple more cards that could be coming as well. So it'll be interesting to see if they get that on top. And it'll be interesting to see what Time Thieves do. I don't know if they're going to be busted, but they do seem to have a sense of kind of completion. Like, they've got quite a lot. They need that one card that just does that mind-blowing power for them. And I think they'll actually start to, you know, be more than just a Redoer in the extra deck. A Redoer, Protrudia and full deck might actually be really, really cool. Who knows? We'll see once the OCG gets them, and then we'll see once the TCG gets them, and any new cards that they might receive as well. So, I hope you like this kind of meta breakdown from this weekend. I hope you like these type of videos. I will try and do them more often. I want to try and make it as a segment of Meta Mondays, where I give you a breakdown of the locals, and then we go over any news that has come out over the weekend regarding brand new cards as well. Oh, on top of that, the Legendary Duelist one has had its full set release, so you can check that out online so you can see all the glorious cards. If you are a Hero fan, Gimmick Pirate Pit fan, Earthbound Immortal fan, or a Bakura / Dark Necrofear fan as well. Anyway, hope you liked it, hope you enjoyed it. Big thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on anything. Don't forget to like and share the channel as well, because we want all your friends to get involved with us as well. Send us down in the comments any questions you might have. And if you saw Matt's LUNALIGHT replays, or of course his deck profile, if you have any of those as well that you would like to show off, please send them to us on our Facebook page. I'll be more than happy to do it for you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and as always, guys, happy dueling. What's up, YouTube? Dad here from Zephyr Games. Thanks for watching that video. If you liked it, please hit that big thumbs up button in the bottom corner as well. And don't forget to hit the big red subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything. Make sure you click that notification bell as well so you know every time one of our new videos goes up. Throughout the whole year of 2019, we're going to have more deck profiles, duels, and of course pack openings for you guys to watch and enjoy the entire year round. So stay tuned for more, and as always, guys, happy dueling.